Hello, fellow peasants. Today I'll be reviewing 2015's The Black Coat's Daughter. Alright guys, so I watched The Black Coat's Daughter. This came out in 2015, stars Emma Roberts, and I watched it last night, but I didn't review it last night because I wanted to think about it more, chew on it more. This is a spoiler review. If you don't want it to be spoiled, go watch the film and come back. But I will say it is worth a watch. I did enjoy it, so go check it out and come back. If you don't care for it to be spoiled, stay right here and watch the review. What's the film about? It takes place at a religious institution, like a college, high school situation. It's winter break. You've got one girl, Catherine, who her parents have not come to pick her up or anything. You've got, and then you have Rose, she's an older, I think she might be a junior or senior in school. And she thinks she might be pregnant. And so they have to stay together because neither one of their parents have come or whatever to pick them up. And so Catherine is staying in Rose's room and hanging out. And there's also another storyline. There's another timeline that happens where Joan, this young lady named Joan, is sitting at a terminal, like a bus stop or whatever, and an older couple pick her up and say, "Hey, do you need a ride? Are you okay?" And they offer her a ride back to the town that they came that they're going to. She said she's going to Portsmouth. They're saying they're going to whatever the town is after that. And so you got these two timelines going, and you think the whole time they're happening concurrently at the same time, but they're actually years apart from each other, and you don't really figure that out until the end. But the whole time you're just kind of figuring out what's going on. Who is this? How does this fit together? And so what do I like, what do I not like about The Black Coat's Daughter? What I like about The Black Coat's Daughter, first and foremost, is the atmosphere. The atmosphere in this film it's just drenched in atmosphere. You just really feel the isolation of the environment, the winter break, no one's there at school, the empty halls. You just feel the bleakness of winter. The music, the score in this, man. I mean, the score in this is very minimalist. There's a few spots where, the volume jumps up or whatever, and it's very prominent. But it very much reminded me of The Shining's music. Just weird sound effects, little ambient, I love the score in The Shining. It's just so odd and off-putting, just sounds that make you feel uncomfortable, and that's kind of what the score was like in here. The cinematography is excellent here. For the most part, there were some shots where I'm like, I don't know if I would have framed that way. But for the most part, it's shot beautifully. It's really nice to look at. There's no 4K for this. I just had the standard Blu-ray. But the standard Blu-ray looked great. It looked gorgeous on my TV. So yeah, the film looks good. The performances sometimes can feel a bit wooden, but overall, 90% of the runtime, I think the performances are very believable, very good. I think some of the wooden acting is intentional. It's that style. There's a vibe they're going with. It's an A24 film. This might be one of the early A24 films. I don't think they've been around long. This came out in 2015. right around the same time The Witch came out. This is kind of like when A24 first got into their stride, and like, I think this is right around when they first started putting shit out, maybe. What else do I like? I like the minimalist aspects of, they don't show a lot. There's not a lot of imagery. It is a possession film. It's a possession film. So Catherine in the film is possessed by the devil, and she's killing people, okay? And so, you know, they don't show a whole lot of demonic imagery. It's very minimalist in what it shows and what it tells you, which I like that. They didn't go overboard Hollywood all the time. There is a moment I do have a negative when it comes to some of this, but 99% of the movie, they really did a good job at making it somewhat realistic and not over the top Hollywood with the possession stuff and the devil stuff. I like the two different timelines. I love and hate the different timelines, I guess. No, I like the idea of the timelines. I just have a nitpick about... Yeah, so I like the different timelines. I like that they cut it that way. It's what makes you wonder what's going on in the whole film. If they didn't have the two separate timelines going and cutting back and forth in between, the film wouldn't have much meat on it. But it makes the film feel like there's more going on than it really does have going on. So it just leaves you wondering what's going on. It's just more of a mystery. It's just more of a what's going on here. And it's fun. I think the pacing was excellent. A lot of people say this is very slow, very boring. No, I mean, it moved at a great pace for me. I was entertained the whole time. I was never bored. But, you know, I have an attention span. So, you know, I can sit and watch movies that other people would find boring. You know, so, I guess we'll get into the negatives. The negatives are... So, in terms of the realistic demon, Satan stuff, there is a moment I feel too early in the film, and maybe they shouldn't even have showed it at all, where Catherine's laying in bed, and she just, like, flips, like, her body like, contorts and does some weird demon shit, and it just seemed like, it's a little too Hollywood, that's a little too, you know... Good to show in a trailer, maybe, for promotional stuff, for general audiences. But in my opinion, I was just like, it's a little bit too much. I don't like her body contorting like that. It only happens for like 2 seconds. There's like a quick 2-second shot of it. But I was just like, we could have just done without it. For how quick it was, we didn't even need it. It just gives Blumhouse possession movie vibes. You know, it just gives you cheap run-of-the-mill possession vibes. Next, I don't like that Emma Roberts plays an older Catherine. I get it, but she was institutionalized for like 9 years because she murdered Rose and stuff. And so basically the twist of the film is the people who pick up Joan, the random girl sitting at the terminal, is Catherine, who killed their daughter Rose 9 years earlier at the school. So they are transported. She's broke free from the mental institution. She's stolen the identity of a nurse there named Joan. So Catherine escapes, takes the name of a nurse named Joan, calls herself Joan. Rose's parents 9 years later, who go to the town that she was murdered in, They go there every year as a remembrance of her. They see Joan sitting there. Ask her if she needs a ride. She needs help. She says yes. And she kills them. And she kills them because she said, that she's been exorcised. Towards the end of the film, a priest exorcises Catherine, and she wants the demon back in her. It leaves, and I think she thinks that by killing the parents and going back to the school, maybe the demon will come back, but it doesn't, and that's why she loses her mind and screams like crazy at the end. But Emma Roberts and the girl who plays younger Catherine do not look anything alike. Emma Roberts does not look anything like younger Catherine, and I just, you know, yeah. If it was me, if I was directing the film, I would have made the girl who played Rose the killer, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, she doesn't look like her, but I do like the twist. I like the twist a bit, that you're like, oh, that's who she is. I kind of figured it out a bit early, but I wasn't sure, and then it hit me, and I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, I guess I was right. But yeah, all in all, I think it's worth watching. If you haven't seen it and you've stuck around this long, there's a lot to chew on, a lot to dive into here. I'm kind of piecing it together in my head as I speak. But all in all, guys, would I say this is a new masterpiece of horror? No, but I would give this an 8 out of 10. I give this an 8 out of 10. I do think it's really good. I think it's the atmosphere, the sense, the suspense, the tension that it builds in certain scenes. It's fantastic for that. I can't give it a 9 out of 10, but I will give this an 8 out of 10. I will give this an 8 out of 10. Anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on The Blackcoat's Daughter. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about it. And have a good one, peasants. Peace out. Bye-bye.